When I was a kid, mangrove was a big part of our life, when it comes to our fishery and our protection from hurricanes. Recognize that from early.
So we're heading to East End, Grand Bahama, specifically the settlement of McLeanstown, and we'll be launching out of there. And we're going to head further into the backcountry and just look for some really shallow flats. We have a low incoming tide, so there should be a bunch of tailing fish, especially this morning. Damn, that was awful. Fish coming at you at 12 o'clock, 80 feet, see him? All right, start casting it. Put it down, good. Strip, long strip, got him, strip. Keep stripping, Nina. No, don't let go of the line, Nina. Strip, got him, good. Oh my word. Good job, Nina. Bonefish are deeply rooted in the history and culture of the Bahamas. They're found on our 10-cent coin, and they're celebrated in our music and our art. Bahamas is one of the top bonefish fisheries in the world, and that's because of the healthy ecosystems that we have, which include mangroves. For a majority of the recreational species and commercial species, mangroves are their main juvenile nursery habitat.
Everything live and grow up in those mangrove roots. The mangrove help for them being safe from predators.
Just the sheer amount of biodiversity that these mangrove ecosystems can house just blows my mind. They're filtering sediment out of the water column, they're filtering pollutants out of the water column, but then when we look immediately above, they're supporting bird populations. And we're also supporting butterflies, bees, and a lot of them are endemic or native to the Bahamas.
So we actually have 3 different species here in the Bahamas. We have the red mangrove, the black mangrove, and the white mangrove. We're focusing on red mangroves because they make up the majority of the population between the 2 islands, and they were the ones most heavily impacted by the storm.
If we look at what Hurricane Dorian did to our mangroves in the northern Bahamas, in a matter of 36 hours, we're talking about destruction on a scale that's never been recorded. And it just really puts into perspective that these ecosystems can be lost in a matter of moments when you're comparing the history of time.
Research that we did working with the University of Alabama found that in Abaco they lost about 40% of their mangroves, which is about 20,000 acres, and in Grand Bahama we lost 73% of our mangroves, about 22,000 acres. So over 40,000 acres of mangroves were lost during this storm, which no destructions like that had ever been seen, at least in the Western Hemisphere. So we realized that something needed to be done.
Like a true teacher.
The microphone, it's not showing. We're good? So the mangrove replanting process starts, one, with this seed right here. So this is a propagule. These are on the red mangrove trees. You get a flower, the flower turns into the fruit turns into the seed. Once we have these, we bring them back into our nursery behind us, and then we plant them. And this is the goal right here, is to get a seedling. So this seedling right now is about 4 months old. He's gonna have another 2 to 10 months to grow in the nursery. And what we're looking for is about 18 inches in height. So that's gonna give him a competitive advantage when we get out there. And we're also looking for established root mass. So you can see on the bottom here, these white roots are starting to grow. When this whole thing is covered in roots, it's ready to be outplanted. In any project, when you're working with the community, it's really important that you involve the stakeholders. And so the stakeholders in this mangrove restoration project are not only the kids that are going to rely on these ecosystems for future food and livelihoods, but also people that currently rely on them for their livelihoods.
Healthy mangroves means that there's a thriving bonefish industry. And knowing that there are fishing guides who have families, that's guaranteed income for those families, which means that there's guaranteed trickle-down effect for those communities. And then knowing the value that mangroves have, knowing that they do so much for us. It's like a cultural space. Without mangroves, especially for low-lying islands like Grand Bahama, we are exposed and vulnerable to so much. So to be able to have mangroves as that protection, but then also to have mangroves too that are providing so much more. It's like that socioeconomic ecosystem where there's culture involved, but then there's also economic benefits as well.
These incredible juvenile habitats allow for us to teach kids about the importance of not only these life cycles, but show them that this is where our food comes from and be able to connect them with the ecosystems that surround them.
My hope for this project is to be able to see it reach its potential.
My hope for the future is that after we plant these plants, we really are fostering ownership of these ecosystems.
There's a lot that's been done, but there's more that needs to be done. And more importantly, once these protections are put in place, restoration should only be a last resort tool.
Conservation has to be the next step. I'm hoping that people will become more protective of these ecosystems, more conservation-minded.
For all Bahamians to really have an appreciation for what mangroves mean to them, what mangroves mean to those coastal communities that may rely on healthy mangroves, and for those who are in central government to really be ambassadors and advocates at a deeper level for mangroves and the restoration work that we're doing.